Pretoria, 1981. A government scientist walks into a classified meeting. He carries a single proposal. The proposal is approved the same day. Its name, Project Coast. Its stated objective, to develop chemical and biological agents for use in counterinsurgency operations against internal and external threats to the apartheid state. The program runs for 12 years. It operates with full government authorization. It is funded by the South African Defence Force. No member of its leadership has ever served a prison sentence. South Africa in 1981 is governed by a system of enforced racial segregation. That system is called apartheid. It controls every institution: police, military, judiciary, science. By 1981, armed resistance movements are growing. The African National Congress is active across southern Africa. International sanctions are tightening. The government believes it is in an existential conflict. In this climate, the South African Defence Force approaches a 30-year-old cardiologist named Wouter Basson. He is given a classified assignment. He travels to the United States, the United Kingdom, Taiwan, Croatia, Libya. In each country, he meets with defense scientists. He studies existing chemical and biological weapons programs. He returns to Pretoria with a proposal. The proposal is approved at the highest levels of the South African military. It receives a classified operational budget. It receives a name, Project Coast. The program operates through a network of front companies registered as private commercial entities. The primary research facility is called Roodeplaat Research Laboratories, internally referred to as RRL. RRL employs over 200 scientists and support staff at its peak. Its true function does not appear in any public record. The facility develops a documented list of compounds: cholera bacteria, salmonella cultures, botulinum toxin, thallium, a heavy metal compound, colorless, odorless, paraoxone, methaqualone. The last item, methaqualone, known locally as mandrax, was to be produced at industrial scale. According to testimony submitted to South Africa's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the documented operational intent was to introduce this compound into beverages at gatherings of anti-apartheid political organizations. The goal was mass incapacitation of political opposition. RRL also developed a documented range of delivery mechanisms. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission's final report, Volume 2, Chapter 6, describes physical items recovered or testified to under oath: confectionery items containing sedative compounds, hollow-handled tools containing toxic substances, cigarettes prepared with biological agents, an umbrella modified to deliver a subcutaneous capsule. These were not theoretical designs produced on paper. They were manufactured. Several were operationally deployed. The TRC final report states directly that Project Coast personnel were involved in preparing substances used against specific named individuals, among them ANC leaders and political organizers. The program's reach extended beyond South Africa's borders. Court records document Basson's personal travel to coordinate with weapons programs in Rhodesia, Namibia, Croatia, and Iraq. The purpose, as stated in those records, was acquisition and exchange. In 1993, with South Africa's democratic transition underway, the apartheid government begins systematically destroying evidence. The TRC final report documents the process: records shredded, storage systems wiped, materials incinerated on direct orders from senior military command. Wouter Basson receives a personal order to destroy remaining stockpiles of Project Coast materials. In 1997, South African police arrest Basson in a parking lot in Pretoria. He is in possession of materials linked to the program. His criminal trial begins in 1999. It becomes the longest criminal trial in South African legal history. The state brings 153 charges. They include fraud, drug trafficking, and documented involvement in the deaths of more than 200 people across South Africa, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. The proceedings last 4 years. In 2002, Wouter Basson is acquitted on all 153 counts. The presiding judge rules that events occurring outside South Africa's borders fall outside the jurisdiction of the court. The Constitutional Court later disagrees. It overturns that jurisdictional ruling. A retrial is formally ordered. The retrial never takes place. In 2013, the Health Professions Council of South Africa convicts Basson of unprofessional conduct. His medical license is suspended. He appeals the decision. In 2015, the Supreme Court of Appeal overturns the suspension. Wouter Basson retains his medical license. He continues to practice medicine in Cape Town. No member of Project Coast's command structure has served a single day in prison. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission Final Report, Volume 2, Chapter 6, is available through the South African Department of Justice Archive. The full transcript of Wouter Basson's criminal trial is accessible through South African court records. Anyone can read them. Draw your own conclusions.